So I thought I'd bring you today on a trip to our local Stadt Park, and this is our town park. Everything's free of charge and they've really made a great effort in this park. So I've got Bumpy and Poppy with me as well, and it's a great wooded park with lots of different activities. They just invested a lot of money into this park recently, putting in new pathways, and this connects from the old town through to the main town of Erding where we live. And this is an adult exercise area, which is great. And everything here, life here is all about the outdoors, and they always have balls here and outdoor chairs. You see the exercise equipment here for the adults. And Bumpy making a noise. So this is the outdoor chess area. So rather than being on little tables, it's a large area, and the chess pieces are kept here in these cupboards. So that's the outdoor chess area. These are the bike stands, because most people cycle here, so this is where we park our bikes. So here's the Riverside that runs through the park, and it has fish and ducks and swan. And then it leads to, we have a Stadt Park, so an animal park here, which is free of charge, with chickens and goat, dove, guinea pig and rabbits. And then there's also an aviary, which I'll take you to in a minute. So the aviary's just there. So this is going into the Stadt Park, the animal park, and here is the dove cote or dove house. And here you can see the bunnies all running away, and the guinea pig. And then over here are the peacocks. Come back, Snow. Don't know how close I can get to the peacocks. Let me zoom in on that one there so you see that one. And they just free-willingly walk around here. Let's just zoom in on they've got silky chickens here, which are the smaller chickens. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's some just riding around there. Morgan. There's some silky chickens again. And here are the bunny rabbits. Oh, look at that lovely one there. I love that cream and beige one. So you're not allowed to feed the animals here. And that's the train just going past. That's our Stadt train that goes all the way to Munich. You can just see it in the distance there. That's the play area for the children, which I'll take you to in a minute. This is where the goats are. Well, this is the children's play area, and we'll go in there in a minute. But it has a little stream running through it, and the children can paddle in it in the play area, and then it just runs right the way through around the park. Goat enclosure. So let's just walk over here, see if we can see the goats. So you can get right up close to the goats here, and they do let you feed these, I believe. And then you see their babies normally. I won't get any closer because I don't want to get head-butted or dirty. And normally they climb on these rocks. So this is where there's normally quite a few geese. And there's also artwork in the park that I'll take you to as well. So they've got like a viewing platform now, which they didn't have before. I don't think there is any geese that we can see at the moment. You see all over the park there's places where you can just sit and relax and come here and just read a book. There's lots of wildlife here as well. So this is leading back towards the aviary. Well, you can see a duck there. And then Bumpy's going to start barking probably because there's another dog. Oh no, it's not been too bad. But that's the bridge that we passed, which we'll go over in a minute. And you can hear the aviary. Let me come over here. And this has chickens and birds. So here they really invest in children, that's why everything's free of charge, because they just want the children to experience so much. And here the pigeons and there's pheasant as well as chicken. And here's the budgerigar as well. And here's some ducks on the side of the water. So they've left this part of the park wild, which is nice. And then obviously that's the tier park that we just walked in. You see the dove right there. So we're on the outside of it now. And then we're just walking up to the children's play area. And they're all about wood here and handcrafting. And so everything's made mainly of wood here. You see everyone out on their bikes or walking. And this is literally 5 minutes walk from my house, so we're really lucky to have this so close. So like an agility course, and this is the moat that goes around the play area. And it's done like a fort, like a castle, with slides and agility, and then the sand pit, and if you go around it's got the swings, and then in the distance you can see the animal park. So it's just lovely for the children to play at. So this is the bridge that we saw near the duck, so we're just going to go over the bridge. And this leads to sort of a more arty area and another open space. So we're going to go straight down here. So this is another play area, and older children can play here as well. So it's got an agility section just here, and then picnic huts, so you can have picnics here. And then I'll just walk forward. And I'll show you the play area just here. So as I say, it's for slightly older children, although it does have a sand pit here, and it's got children's swings, but it's got a really big slide there. It's another lovely child's area, and then here are the picnic areas where you can bring a picnic. And then over here is a big play area where you can come and play ball games. And then over here is sort of an arty trail, which we'll go over to. Okay, so this is just walking over to another area where you can see some artwork. It's not easy filming with Bumpy because she's not very good with other dogs. She just wants to bark at all of them. There you can see Bumpy. So it's local artists and I think groups and maybe children that create the artwork within the park. So there's one. And then I thought we'd go over here so you can go by the water again. And we can go under the bridge here. Make sure there's no bikes. Okay. So you can go and sit there, and I think that's the other side of where we filmed, because you can see in the distance the children's park here. And that's the train bridge that the train goes over. I think there's a train coming, so we can film that. It'll be noisy. So that train's going to Munich. So normally there's all fruit trees here on the left hand side. I'm not sure if there is at the moment. So they call this the Meerwertinsel, so Meerwert Island. Just going over another bridge. Yeah, so here are all the fruit trees here. Oh, and I think there's a yoga class going on. So here's the fruit trees. And then here is the stairway. Let's see if Bumpy will go up it. You gonna go up? Good girl. Come on then, up. And all it leads to is just a little viewing area. And I need to hold on to my phone. Yeah. Come on then. You getting too scared? You don't like it? Well, I think she's not very sure, but if I go to here then, you can see it just looks over the water and on that side as well. Okay, I'll turn around. So this is showing you all the wildlife that's here. And then here, all the fruit trees that they've planted. Them here. Look how lovely this view is. So beautiful. And the water's actually quite clear, you can see into it. Okay, so we'll go around to another area of the park, so we're nearly done. This is just another trail. You see the wildflowers all growing here. And all around the park are information boards about the wildlife or what's growing, and here what's in the water and how things were created. Let's see what's on the other side. It's a water otter or a water rat. Bumpy, Bumpy, good girl. And just in case you didn't know, so Bumpy Born is named after this little dog Bumpy. And my whole business is the Bumpy Crafts and Bumpy Yarn and Bumpy Born, because she's such a little character. And here's a monument. And seating areas, and that was here in 1907. And we're actually coming back around to the main bridge that we walked over. And there's actually two ways to walk. So if we took the path opposite, that would take us to one side of town and a waterfall, but if you go down that path, I'm going to go over the bridge and go right at that part. So we just walked over the bridge. You see the little wildflowers growing here. Oh, don't trample on them. And I think this path loops around as well as carries on, so we'll loop around because I've got to be careful because the sun's really getting hot, so I need to get in soon because I can't be out in the sun. So let's go around here because it's all shady. And so another information board. So you can see here this is more sort of wildlife area. And so they talk about here on the board about crows. They obviously like this area, and then the fish that's in the water, and there's quite a variety. And over here you can see the duck in the distance. Let's see if I can zoom in. Let's walk around here. You see the side. And then there's a viewing platform here with picnic benches. You can come and have breakfast. These people are having their breakfast here. And over here you can see a statue in the water. And you can see this is left to be wild again. And then we're coming round into the path. And so this path leads to town again and to the other side of the waterfall, but we won't do that today, but we'll come round here. Oh my gosh, I really like the idea of having breakfast here. I'm going to have to tell my husband that. Oh, the dog's got on the wrong side of me. There we go. So that's the tour of the park. Because we're coming up now to where we first came in, where the adult exercise equipment was, which is just over the brow here. You can see a bit of it in the distance if I zoom in. Just there. I wanted to show you this artwork. So this was done by the Mädchenrealschule, which is the girls' school, and it's the Catholic private girls' school that my daughter went to actually, and so they are allowed to put some artwork on this wall, which is adjoined to the park because their school is right on the park. You can just see there the school. It's a beautiful school. And I say it's private, but although we had to pay for it monthly, it was just a small nominal fee because the Catholic Church contribute to it, so we were lucky that she could go there. And my boys went to the other school, which was, it takes boys and girls, but it's mainly, I think it has like 900 students and 700 of them are boys and the other 200 are girls. So yeah, so we're just coming to the top of the park now. So this is the front side of the Mädchen Realschule, my daughter's old school. I thought you might like to see that. And you can see that that's the school, that's their bike sheds, and there's the park. So they're really lucky to have that on their doorstep. And that's the Heilig Blut Church. So I hope you enjoyed our tour of the Stadt Park in Erding, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Take care, everybody.